Okwaba, welcome back. We are concluding our conversation with my very special in-studio guest, Mrs. Sherry Simmons. Sherry, this season is all about connections and actions. So could you give our listeners and our viewers 3 points of action that we need to consider and be about doing?
First and foremost, supporting businesses that support Bermudian employees.
Yes.
That's first, and be unequivocal about that, and be unapologetic about it, and don't allow anyone. If you take that stance, don't allow anyone to talk you out of it. Don't allow anyone to kind of justify their discriminatory hiring practices or their suspect hiring practices.
Yes.
It is what it is. We need to kind of get a little bit more backbone about that.
Yes.
And myself included, on these issues. That's the first thing.
Two.
The second thing is certainly to demand more from our tax dollar. And when I say that, I don't say that from the standpoint of how folks normally, talk about that. We have to really look at what we are supporting, who we are supporting. The issue of financial assistance, for example, financial assistance legislation has just recently been updated. And I noted that there were some people online who were saying, oh, these people are, they're getting this and they're getting that and what have you. Mm-hmm. Well, the reason why we have this need for a revamp of financial assistance is because some of the core issues have not been addressed.
That's right.
The cost of living, which I do recognize that there's recently been an increase, and now there is an actual minimum wage for the first time in the history in this country. So that is absolutely progress, but that needs to be alongside tackling the cost of electricity. It needs to be alongside food, all of those other things. And then also saying to the persons who are in positions to make these decisions that if we can fund millionaires, if we can give millionaires financial assistance, then we should have no problem designing programs that are specifically targeted for working class people so we can get them to a certain level where they're less likely to need some of the helping services that are currently being expanded in this country.
Yes. Give me one final point. Even though you said a mouthful.
Let's give one another grace.
Yes.
Let's give one another grace.
Yes.
Because we're all growing and we're all learning. I certainly am not who I am who I was a decade ago, or even a year ago for that matter.
Yes.
And hopefully I'm moving in the right direction. We need to give one another grace, and we actually need to be more truthful, but in love and in grace.
Yes.
Not in the way of you just want to pound someone down because you have something to say.
Right.
And we need to be committed to ourselves enough to have healthy boundaries for our community, to be able to institute the programs and to engage in the behaviors that are going to heal us.
Yes, yes, and that's how we started our warm association, was talking about community healing. So this is so apropos that you would talk about grace. I want to thank you for graciously agreeing to be on Mwalimu Dropping the Knowledge, and would like to also give you our special keepsake.
Oh, thank you very much.
That I hope that you will read and enjoy and feel edified. Sherry, you are a treasure for Bermuda, and we look forward to having your contribution expanded to help educate and edify and uplift our people. You are a treasure, and I just thank you for being here.
And thank you so much for having me.
Yes.
Always a pleasure.
Yes. This has been Mwalimu Dropping the Knowledge. Ashe.
Truth, justice, righteousness, harmony, balance, order, reciprocity. 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 Justice, righteousness, harmony, balance, order, reciprocity, truth, justice, righteousness.